frickin' Beatuses. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Studio Series number 8 Leader Class Blackout. This is the last in the retail wave of Studio Series figures. And here it is. Oh, you can see me. Don't look at my face, my ugly face. Here it is. Blackout Transformers number 8 Leader Class. There's a picture of him, and here's another picture of him. And it's with Scorponok, and it has the little Autobot logo where the display stand would be. This image is actually like they took the promotional art from Blackout from the original movie from 11 years ago, and then I guess they redrew it in here. So that's pretty cool. Then on the back it cross-sells or advertises Grimlock and Optimus Prime. Backdrop included. Decepticon Blackout shocks human defenses with unstoppable force. Comes with Scorponok. 46 steps. Big screen inspired scale, detail, and backdrop. And then it's the Desert Base Assault. So that's quite cool, I guess. So here's Blackout, and I have not really made him very pretty for the video. As you can see, the peg tolerance, I'd have to transform it back into robot mode, and I just didn't want to. I was lazy, even though I don't think this is a hard transformation, but a lot of people do. It's a nice helicopter mode. I do like the look of it. It's very big and large, and that's what I like about leader class figures, is how big their vehicle modes get. Here, for a size comparison, here's the mini Scorponok that's included with it, and then here's 2007 classic Bumblebee, and that doesn't want to peg in. Oh well. So there it is, the scale. It's got some nice details here, like United States Air Force 4500X, Danger Keep Away. That's in the movie, which is really cool. I do like all these details in here. A lot of people don't like how they painted this one window, but not these other 3 over there. That kind of sucks, but oh well. Clear windows. It actually is pretty cool. I'll show you in the transformation of how this whole front section works. I do really like the way they engineered that. The rotors don't spin very freely. It's kind of it's very tight, and there's only one little spot in there where it'll actually turn. And then this propeller is completely free, and it'll spin like that. Okay, 3 minutes in, so I might as well get into transformation. Actually, not that, but Scorponok can fold up. Is that just like the trademark now to drop the camera? And he has some little peg holes in there, if you can see that. Come on, focus. There we go. And they just peg in right in there. Yay. Alright, pull that out. Okay, transformation. So what you're going to do first is remove this piece first, and it just folds up like that. That's all you do. Then I like to come to the front, and you have to find the little split, and there it is. And so it'll split apart, and so they basically took the engineering from the original Blackout, and then they just made it a lot better, and it folds down way more than the other one did. It was only about like that much that it went out, so this one goes down way further. Move these cylinder pieces out. People say there's a lot of panels here, and it's not that many panels. It's really only these 2 in his arms that fold up and around, and then this panel here just becomes his foot. But oh well. I kind of like to push those to the front and then loosen up these sides here, unpeg everything at the bottom, fold in the landing gear, come to the front, and here's, actually no, we're gonna do this first. We're gonna kind of crack it down the middle and bring these pieces up over the little hinges that the cylinders are on. Split that piece there, bring up this middle section here, and then kind of bring these out. Okay, we'll get into the head now. This is really cool. So this right here pushes up, and that'll bring out the head. But what's cool is that platform that the head sits on, when you push the head down, it fills in all this space. But when you push it up, that space is gone, and then this whole piece can fold in there. And I do like how you can, so they made it so that you can't see his head in there if you have this pushed all the way down. Let me see if I can do that. Here we go. So now you can't see his head anymore, but now you can. So that's really cool. So just fold this down like so, and that'll bring up all this detail in here. Now the panel behind his head kind of folds underneath this rotor engine section, and then that goes over it. Nice. Take this piece and fold it underneath, and then kind of pull that up there, bring that down, or up. Come in here to the legs. I'm going to have to fix my camera here. Come into the legs, swivel them forward, and then bring them down like so, and then kind of pull the panels down. Take this teeny panel and move it up, and then just push it up. So let's start this over. Bring this whole waist section up, bring down the legs, bring down the legs, and then there's a little peg hole in there, and there's the peg, and then it just kind of sits together. There we go. So there's Blackout so far. I wish Blackout was a little more bluish, because he was a very dark color. But here, he's in like the light bluish gray color that Lego has. Okay, so now we're gonna break that down. Break it down for me. Okay. Bring down the hand, bring in this section here, and then it'll all tab together like so, and then fold that panel in. And then these little pieces go in here. Just clip it all together, swivel the arm around like so.
Updates ready to install.
Oh, my stupid computer. Shut up! I hope you didn't hear that, but my computer wants to have some updates. And then just tab all this together. Get that in. Okay, now we're going to deal with the rotor section, kind of bring these out. Fold this down. And then bring these down. And then bring down this section here, even though that's not quite movie accurate. I wish this was like a telescoping thing, and it would only come out to about here, right there. I wish it would like slide in. That would be nice, but fortunately you can either have it up, which Nerd Out, if you've ever watched their channel, I really do recommend you go subscribe to them. They're really great guys. But their Blackout, I guess they're doing something with it, and I guess they bumped into it or something, and then they left a stress mark on this middle section. So that's why I keep that folded down, and I think that's why most people keep that folded down. And then take this, and then a lot of people, since the box shows it with it on this arm, that's actually incorrect, and it's supposed to tab in on this one, and that's how it appears in the movie. And if someone says, "Ted, you forgot to do the chicken leg thing," Well, I don't like the chicken leg on here. I like him with kind of skinny legs and then this big body instead of kind of short, weird, stocky legs. That's weird to me. And then Scorponok, just unfold them like so. And there you have Leader Class Blackout Studio Series in his robot mode. And it's looking pretty good. It's very movie accurate. People really hate his hands, but they're not that bad of an eyesore for me. Coming to the back, you can fold Scorponok up, and he'll just come in here, like so. And then he's in his back. I wish they'd have a little compartment where he'd hide in here, or maybe make this piece be able to rotate around, and then you could store him where he was already. That would have been nice. I would have liked that a little more, but oh well. So there he is. For size comparison, here he is with SS2 Stinger. That looks pretty good. And I think that scales pretty well. He was definitely a bigger character in the movie. For articulation, it's a bit limited, but all he really kind of, what he did in the movie, he walked around and he blew up stuff. He didn't do much with his arms other than maybe do that a couple times, and then he shot his gun, and then he pulled the information box from the airbase. So, oh well, it's not that bad. So, just move this up, and he's got a little skirt here that moves up and back and forth. It's hindered by the backpack, but oh well. He's got a joint here and then a joint here for chicken legs. And he does have an ankle pivot, which is nice. And then he's got this toe thing where this panel moves up. It's kind of like automorph, which does look quite nice. His head is on a ball joint, but it's hindered by a lot of stuff. His arms can move in and out, forward and back due to transformation, and then bends at the elbow, and then he's got some hand articulation here. And then if you unpeg this bottom stuff, you can kind of, you can open up his hand and separate it from the thumb, like so. There we go. So it opens up like that. Pretty nice. Do enjoy that. And then Scorponok, he's got a little bit of articulation here. His tail goes back and forth. And then... So, yeah. I would bring in Grindor, but he's in the other room, and I'm too lazy to go get him. Here he is with his backdrop, and this backdrop is probably my favorite out of the three I have, which is Stinger, Blackout, and Thundercracker. But this looks pretty nice. I like how it's all blowing up as if he just... I wish it was like... If they're going to show these explosions here, I would have liked if it was... It's like a sunset look in the movie. He was just coming in at sunset. So when he started blowing up stuff, it was like dark at night. So I wish this was like how they did the Bumblebee backdrop, where it's all light, where it had like the street lights, and then it was glowing, so you could see it. So I wish they kept these little pieces, these little lights here at the bottom. If they kept those illuminated, and then they had all this the same, I just wish the sun setting was not there. Number 8 Transformers. There he is on the stand, looking pretty cool. And there he is with little baby Scorponok. So as always, don't believe the news, don't believe the hype. Spaghetti out.